Hello everybody. My name is Shubham Singh, and let me set the context for this part. In this part, I'm actually like going to on live. I'm gonna make basic end-to-end workflow, so that the same workflow we can actually integrate in a second and third part into a web application, right? So let's just start with it, right? You have to go to n8n. Just Google it and go to n8n automation, sign in. I hope I'm audible. So anyway, just so when you sign in, you will get an option of open an instance. And by the way, n8n is free for like 2 weeks. I guess they have a free trial, so you don't actually have to pay for this project, right? So now let me just uh, make either. Okay, so just I'll make a new workflow in personal, I guess. Yeah, personal. So this is my new workflow. So let me set the a little bit of how things are actually going to work in this, right? When I search, like put in the keywords Instagram.com, right? So Google is telling me all the searches related to which has the URL Instagram.com in it, right? Instagram.com, and so on, right? Now when I put in school inside of this, Instagram.com, and it's showing me names of different schools in it, right? And if I like search schools in Chandigarh, I mean, of course, it already Google always tracks you. By the way, Dualite doesn't. So so you can basically see all the names of the schools in Chandigarh. So what we are actually going to make over here is that if you are starting something, starting your own business, starting your own niche job or something, so you would want to look out for competitors, right? This is how you can actually look out for competitors, since most of the competitors are already going to be on Instagram, and you can basically see what their socials are, what their socials look like, right? So let me just begin. So for the first step, I am going to be adding a form block, a simple and written form block, right? Ignore my, hey, don't copy my key, okay? So let me just add the form title. What is going to be the form title? Let's keep it Instagram lead finder, a simple form title, lead finder. And I'm going to be, let's just keep it competitor finder, maybe. Like that looks a bit good. We don't need to actually add this. I will add a form element, as in, for example, in C++, you do int c is equal c and semicolon and cin bracket, and so basically you're inputting the variable, right? So this adding a form element is actually going to ask for a variable, right? So what is your business? The element type is text, which is, I guess, going to be string. And field name, let's add a field name. Location, right? Since we are going to have like the business, what the business does, what is the business about, and for example, you can put in club, restaurant, maybe a lot of other things, anath ashram, for example. So just put in Chandigarh and just location over here, right? And I'm gonna execute the node. So n8n has its own form, like it has its own UIs for form element. What is your business? Let me put what should I put? Let me put a restaurant over here. Restaurant. And I hope I've written the spelling right. Chandigarh. Submit. A form has been recorded. Right, so if I close it, you will see that okay, this form has passed on the JSON data ahead, right? So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a new node over here. The new node is going to be the what node? HTTPS request, right? So using these variables, we are actually going to make an HTTPS request over to what? So in the URL of this HTTP request, I am actually going to put an API endpoint. What it's actually going to do is take the values and basically put it as input inside of that API's requests parameters, right? So if okay, don't get into that. I'll just show you simply how to do it. Go to apify.com, Apify store, and you have to sign in and then go to console, right? So let me just search in here. Google search result scrapper. The idea of this, just search it over here, right? You'll find it. The one with 64K people over here. That's the one that we're looking for. I will actually put the link in the GitHub repo that I'm going to make, right? So what we have to do over here is go to the API endpoint. Go to the API endpoints and you will see all the API endpoints. And you have to select the third one out of them, run anchor synchronously and get dataset items. So you're just going to copy this URL, and if you can see over here, the Apify has already mentioned that it's going to be a post request, not a get request. So I'm going to have to change it to a post request, right? And I'm going to put the URL with now. So over to this URL, what are we going to send? We are going to send a JSON body, right? The body content JSON, specify using fields below. We're going to use using JSON. And what do we have to put over here is that, so basically every API, this thing has its own type of input. It's higher level of like, okay, basically you have to have like a format which you have to send over to the API request, right? So let me just see the JSON file, right? You're gonna just have to copy it, go to JSON and copy it, and just paste it over here, right? I'm gonna expand it a bit, right? So now what do I have to do is that, so now what we have to do over here is that add site Instagram. I've put Instagram. I'll just put Instagram.com, and we are just going to drag and drop these, right? All of these dynamic variables that the user actually puts, right? What's your business? Just put it over here. Okay, it's accidentally. Hold on a second. CTR plus Y, and this was accidentally added. Don't copy it. So you're gonna add Instagram.com. What's your business? And put it right over there. Yeah, and also the location I'm actually gonna have to drag and drop it right over here. So I guess let me just execute this step. I hope it works. Executing the node. So when this node is being executed, you will see that there is going to be like uh, runs over here, and you're going to see this processing one extracting. It's working right now, right? So I hope it works. So yeah, as you can see, it is showing me all those things that are on top. When you basically search Indian restaurant, it has all the titles related to this API request that you've sent, right? Restaurant in Chandigarh, like that. So now what we are going to do is go back and just add a wait block over here. Isn't there a wait block? Okay, wait before continuing there. Let's just add the time. I guess 10 seconds is fine, right? Oh no, let's do it 12 just for safety reasons. You can't definitely execute the step. So it just takes the input and gives right back the output as exactly it is. I wish I could explain you guys very in depth of things, but this is not for that. I'm actually teaching you how to integrate n8n with Dualite. So let's just continue ahead. So as you can see, we have received the exact same JSON file that we had over here that was fetched by the API. So what I'm going to do right now is basically go back to my canvas and add a new block, which is going to be the code block. So what we're doing here, And what this code node is like gonna do, it takes the input from the wait block, and it's going to basically extract the URLs in a format that the user can see, or in more of a structured and in the way that there is no unnecessary data, right? So let's see over here. As you can see, there are related queries over here, and also what else I can. Okay, so we have organic results over here. This is the part that we require, right? So I'm actually gonna copy it since it has all the likes and all the comments and all. I'm going to copy top rows. I'm going to copy it. Okay, didn't copy well. Hold on a second. Then I'll just um, I'm gonna copy the whole thing rather than one second. Yeah, so now I've copied the output data and I'm gonna post it here and I've pasted it here. So now I'm going to find out from where the organic, okay, from here the organic results actually start, right? And so I'm going to instruct my chat GPT to actually, I want you to create an n8n code function block that takes in the basically the variables of organic results only in the above JSON data and puts it out in its more structured format. Right, so now, yes, this is good. Okay, I'm going to copy this function and I'm going to paste it over here and just run this thing. Execute step. This is going to show me like all the run ones for all items, run ones for each item. Execute step. Okay, that's just going to be different. Run ones for all items. So you now have the JSON file format for every single one of them, right? It's fantastic. This is what we needed. So the context for this part of the video is that I'm going to be integrating the workflow that we generated in n8n to our web application using Alpha. So let's just start, right? Let me just, what we're going to do is the starting node over here is actually going to be the webhook URL, and the ending node is going to be the webhook response node, so that we can actually do data transfer between the browser that we have and the n8n workflow that we have. So I'm going to be deleting this node over here, and I'm going to add one node over here, add node, and I'm going to write webhook, and I'm going to put the method as post, and authentication none, respond immediately, and settings, allowed origins. Yeah, so just make sure that you allow all origins so that no, so that browsers like across all the browsers you're able to access this. If you're using, so for example, localhost 5173 or localhost something something, allow that origin, right? But this already allows the star over here allows every single origin already. So you just have to do this. And I'm gonna. I think I did a little I did a mistake over here. It should respond with. You respond to webhook node. Attach it to my HTTP request. And I'm also going to add like the ending node to be a webhook, respond to webhook, right? So there has to be a webhook and a respond to webhook. And, I should respond with a JSON body. Okay, first incoming item. And at the options, we're going to add a response code of 200, right? And yeah, that's it for now. And I'm going to save this workflow, right? So now let's go back to our chat GPT over here and just see that I've already given it some code before. It's simple post request. Okay, hold on a second. It's a code for simple post requests, right? Now I'm making like I'm going to actually make ChatGPT generate my prompt for alpha so that it generates the website through which I want to communicate with the n8n. So now I'm making an Instagram competitor finder, that basically, basically when put the variables location, okay, business niche and location sends in the JSON format to webhook URL at n8n, right? So, and this is the code block function that describes the type of the data we receive, right? So now what I'm actually going to do is go into this node and copy this entire thing so that we can instruct our ChatGPT prompt to have the exact like TypeScript interface for the upload. I mean, receiving the data, right? So you receive some sort of type of data, right? And yeah, this is it for now. And use dummy data for now. I'll add the actual webhook URL later on. So let's see what we can do. Context type. And we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna just let it go. Also, it's generating like the entire code of it. No, I don't want that. Let me just copy it again, and I'm gonna paste it over here. So let me give it like a better context, right? Give me a text prompt for a website that for a website that builds websites with AI from prompts. Give only the prompt. Okay, so let's see. Um, give it detail now. I think this should work, so I'm gonna actually copy and paste it over here. And don't worry, you'll get all the prompts right. I'm gonna post it over here to alpha, and let's see it how it generates. So I'm gonna put in this thing, restaurants. canvas, and let's just start again. Okay, it still has underlying issues. Let me see. I'm gonna copy this URL. I think now you can also working. Yeah, access now it's the working. URL. As you can see, I've clicked over here, and right? It has generated showing sample data for demonstration. I'm just gonna put it over here and save this, and I'm gonna put coffee. Let's Chandigarh. Okay, it's still providing me with dummy data. Webhook road runs, but okay. Let me see. Did it send it over to the HTTPS request? Competitors. Yeah, so I realized that I forgot to execute the workflow again. Let's just execute the workflow. And I'm gonna put restaurants and Chandigarh. I really hope it works this time. It's searching, and as you can see, the workflow is running behind. It's not even causing the timeout issue here. Okay, it did cause a timeout issue again. Did I not save it? Hold on a second. Okay, it has like. Post request. So it's showing webhook. Yeah, so it's now showing me all the competitors I have, but it's not actually showing me the restaurants, but it's just why is it not showing the restaurants? And that is correct. Post. But it is like generating Fever and Jenna ticket together. That's okay. I think I realized what it is. So we didn't update the JSON file. We switched from using the form, and we didn't update the this thing when it was changed to webhook. We didn't actually update these variables, right? So let me just do it right for now. The agent accept. Yeah, so here it is, and I'm gonna copy the this thing from body business. JSON.body.business. Yeah, that's right. We're getting good now. Wait, what was it again? Okay, so it has to go there, and I'm gonna also add the location over here. Let me just save it. And yeah, no, so now let's execute the workflow in the backend. Sorry, n8n. I have a bad habit of saying that. Sorry about that. Gee. And I'm actually, rather than, let's put schools over here, right? And it's generating, running the workflow. Let's see if we have, okay, this is so good. So we have the list of all schools in Chandigarh, and we also have 6.1, all those things over here. Yeah, this is good. I'm actually gonna put in this thing, HTTPS. But yeah, still, I would suggest you guys that I'm gonna put your webhook URL. It's like a general method of how you can do it, and I'm gonna even like download it. And can I like export this entire thing as a JSON file? Hold on a second, let me figure that out. I can download my workflow with JSON, and let me open n8n. Let's see how we can actually like get sign in. Let us see like if you guys can actually or are actually able to get it on your instance very easily. I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna create a workflow and import from file. I'm gonna add this file over. And what's the webhook? That's great. I mean, let me see if my keys are not exposed in this JSON. I've never actually seen. Um, Let me just copy this out, and you can put your own Apify URL over here. And yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna now it's named as Instagram competitors. I'm gonna download the JSON file, and I'll send this entire thing to you. Hold on a second. Let me just push it onto GitHub for you guys to, so you guys will actually be able to. I mean, let me open. Where is your repositories? And I'm gonna create a new one over here. I'm gonna put Instagram competitors Canada. Right. So create repository. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna like make a new folder over here. Instagram competitor file, and I'm gonna just open with code. Here we go. This thing, where it is. In terminal. What is this? And I'm gonna go to my downloads, and I'm gonna copy this JSON, copy this JSON, I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna go to my desktop, and I'm gonna add it to over here. Competitor finder. Also, it was Instagram competitor finder, right? Let me just. It's not here. Weird. Hold on a second. This is right. Let me paste it over. I'm gonna decompress it over here like this. So let us see how you guys will, if you were to just open with my code, you'll be able to access the complete project. Open with. Hmm. Okay, we're just gonna do. Hold on a second. Get in it. Get add. Get add. Get commit m. Let's see. First commit. Git push. Hold on. So let me just add this thing. Yeah, so I'm almost there. So I'm almost there. I'm just gonna just go here and get remote add. Oh no, there it is. Git push. Hold on. Git push to origin. Yeah. So the entire thing is added over here. You guys can definitely check it out. Thank you for following along this tutorial. If you like, please just like the video and subscribe to over here. We're going to be putting a lot of more cool projects over here. So that's it.